MW2A is a mod made for the newest version of IW4X. This is not a client, as I said in the intro. You can play with bots, and you can also play with your friends. MW2A includes 80 new levels, new weapons, maps, camos, a new UI, and even more. MW2A is very comparable to the likes of the SM2 project and CoD Online. I was blown away when I first seen this project while scrolling through Twitter, and I just randomly found this project, and it was just phenomenal. Something awesome that these guys also posted was a screenshot of them with the MW2A test server. So apparently these guys are trying to set up a server that you can also join with the mod already loaded, which this is awesome. This is actually awesome. So you can just also choose to load into a server and just play the mod through that, and it's available to everybody on IW4X. About a month or two before they actually posted this screenshot, I was actually going to ask, do they have any plans of posting a test server or any sort of server in the future with this mod so it's more similar to SM2, because it would have easily the biggest server on IW4X if they were to actually find a way to make this happen. Even though I'm not a developer, I think these developers can use some inspiration on how to build these maps. Even though Crisis and MW2 were developed at a different time, they are around the same time that this trick should work, and the trick just involves adding more props. So to something like Raid, you would add more palm trees. To something like High Rise, you would add more pipes and boxes. Pretty simple, right? But that's also one of the reasons why Crisis was so graphically demanding on stuff like consoles and PCs, and it's also one of the reasons why this was so demanding on all the hardware. So earlier, I already showed you guys the DSR-50, but now we have the M9s, and just a little bit of criticism for this. I don't know what's wrong with the M9s here, but they are just a little too dark, so just take that for what it is, for if Nurla and Seppuku is actually watching this video. Maybe make the blacks a little bit less black. Once again though, the detail is actually awesome. You can see the rails pretty much perfectly. I mean, sure, you have some aliasing going on, but still, this is incredible. This is where I start to really talk about how you can start to see the similarities to SM2, where we have a AN94. Once again, looks incredible. I mean, it does look a little bit too zoomed out for the FOV, so once again, that's just one of my complaints about that. The developers are apparently working on getting a Honey Badger ported over, but if we take a look at the player model, there appears to be an actual custom skin that the developer is actually using in this screenshot. Is the skin actually just client side, or is it for everyone to view? If you were to ask me, it's probably just client side, so only you can see it, and that's about it. Something cool to see that is being added to MW2A is a slow-mo effect, like how there was in SM2 after you reach the score limit and time limit, and this just gives it a really nice touch to give it more of this SM2-like feel. I know this is going to be a very welcome change to people that are fans of SM2, and I really just prefer seeing this in general. Not only is there one thing in the screenshot, there's actually two things I want to talk about here. Which, first, we have the grenade launcher, which I for some reason don't remember the name of. I'm pretty sure it's just called the Thumper. We also have Raid. Of course, MW2 is running on pretty much what is an ancient engine at this point. This game is from 2009. Of course, this game is going to be graphically limited. I have a lot of faith in what the developers are doing to still make Raid look stunning, from pretty much what Raid is put up to the standard of what we expect. Moving on to more pictures of Raid, we have the basketball court. If the developers are watching, once again, it doesn't look like the basketballs actually move. I know that's a deal breaker to some, I know that's a disappointment to many, but, you know, it's whatever. It's a very ancient engine, as I said before, and I don't expect them to move. All I ask for is really does the map actually look stunning. So now for the second picture, we have this area that overlooks the infinity pool, the jacuzzi, the bar, that kind of takes you into that little sort of area by money room, and you also have a little bit of that look into the master bedroom right in front of you. And this looks awesome. For this being graphically limited, this looks awesome. Of course, now the map is a little bit barren, but I'm not going to say anything about it. I already know this is graphically limited. This is made by a very small team. This looks amazing. For the third screenshot, we have the famous red statue that Raid is known for, and also the supercar that sits right next to the statue. This screenshot looks amazing. Particularly, the statue looks so good in detail. Lastly, we have High Rise. I know this is anticipated by a lot of people. Maybe you didn't actually think they were going to remake this map. I didn't either, and neither did I think they were going to remake Rust, but assume that they're going to remake pretty much every map. So you could get onto the crane, you could do the jump spot to get onto that roof. And it's funny because they were working on this map way before MW3 came out, and even then, the colors came pretty close to what's in the new MW3. If you want to go support this project, make sure to go into the description and go follow them on Twitter to make sure you guys stay up to date on the project as well. This project is looking awesome. Anyways though, I'm out of time for today. I cover Call of Duty news, I cover Call of Duty clients. It's Waves here. And I'm out, and I'll see you in the next one.